And joining us now is Brehanna Daniels, the first black woman to work on a NASCAR pit crew, and NASCAR driver Brad Keselowski. And Brad, I want to start with you. Yesterday on the track, that was a very powerful moment for all of us who've watched it. What inspired it, and how did it feel to be a part of that?
Well, Michael, it's good to be on, so thanks for having me, first of all. But, I think at the core group of people that really make up the sport, the drivers, the team members, the officials, the team owners, there's this belief that the 40 best race car drivers on the planet should be there, regardless of their race, nationality, gender, religion, you name it. And in our hearts, that's what we want to believe, because, Michael, as a professional athlete, we got pretty big egos, and we want to believe that we're competing against the best. And so there is no room for this kind of behavior or for anything that makes our sport not to be the most inclusive as it can be. And so we stand up for a guy like Bubba Wallace or anyone else in our sport who might be fighting issues of this type, because there is no room for that.
Brehanna, I just want to ask you, what was your reaction when you learned about the noose that was found in Bubba Wallace's garage stall?
It really, really saddened me, that somebody could be so hateful to do, commit an act such as that one. And obviously that was a person who isn't a part of, the new NASCAR, because we are making steps in the right direction. We have been making steps, in great strides this past week and a half. And for something like that to happen, it's really, really sad. And I hope NASCAR finds whoever is behind that, because that, there's no room for that in this sport at all.
This all started because Bubba was the driving force behind NASCAR banning the Confederate flag. How big of a step forward for NASCAR is that for you?
I was so excited to see the news about them banning the Confederate flag, because, the Confederate flag has been around for many, many years in NASCAR. But that's not, what we represent as NASCAR. Like I said, we're all about togetherness, and we don't need anything that seems to be dividing us. Things happen. We've been around it for many, many years, and now we're deciding to go without it, because that's not what we need.
And Brad, what was your reaction when you learned about the noose?
It was a shocker to me. I was sitting with my wife. We had just woke up. We were making breakfast with my little daughter, and it brings up the conversation of, especially it really hits home when you have kids. How do you explain this to someone? How do you explain that type of hatred? Especially when you have kids, these are things that really go through your mind. And we couldn't, we couldn't explain that to her. I can't explain it to myself. How anyone could have that level of hatred based on someone's race to threaten someone in a manner like that, it's just inexcusable and unacceptable.
Bubba's mother, she said other drivers have used racial slurs against her son. Have you ever experienced anything like that?
To be honest, no. If anybody's talking or saying those bad things about me, it will be behind closed doors, but never in my face.
And we know that no one knows who put the noose there. The FBI has joined the investigation into that. But we know that there is limited access to that area. So what is it like to know that it could be someone within the NASCAR family who did that?
Well, I want to believe it's not. I want to believe that, someone rogue was able to sneak in and get past security. But the reality is that would be pretty tough, if I'm being honest with you. I don't want to speculate on who did it, but whoever it is needs to be caught and taken care of.
And Brad, we really appreciate your time this morning. Thank you for your words.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Good seeing you again.
You too. Brehanna, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being a trailblazer. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate your time, and good luck.
Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.